leadership. What is black leadership? That's what I'm saying. Where are they leading? Where have they led us to this day? Let's talk about 24 hours in a day and 8 hours for our body to heal itself, okay, which is called assimilation. Write that word down, assimilation. Assimilation is when your body, the cells in your body, the nutrients in your body, the waste matter in your body, all displace and get where they need to be. Some have to come out through your system. Some lay for you to go and take that, go to the bathroom in the morning. It's laying there for you. Some comes through your pores, you see, and it comes out and it dries up. And this is why you have to go to the bathroom to cleanse off and wash off and get, get to who you need to be as a supreme being on the planet Earth. This is the Pimp Up Ministry coming out, and actually right now men are not even allowed to join the ministry. That's what it's about. It's about the women's ministry. Put the women back in place, because they're the ones that create life and was given the whole earth. Somewhere along the line, man came, and this is what's going on. So as we speak what we speak, as I say what I say, it's about time to defraud and take away all the lies of man. And what is happening, as I put on one of my YouTubes, or one of my Facebooks, one of my Black Planet and all of that. First of all, we are not black people. That's the first biggest propaganda that they have put out, the issue of black and white. There is no black, there is no white. White basically is the absence of blackness, and blackness is the full range of colors. It's the whole spectrum of the 7 lights, and then they break down the 7 lights, and they exclude black, because black is not a color, but a force that created the spectrum of light. And I know sometimes you say, well, what is he talking about? What that have to do with the topic of black leadership? Now, where has black leadership led us to this day? And why, if black leadership was such a beautiful thing, when they say black is beautiful, if it's such a beautiful thing, why have not it took us where we need to go? And when we say take us where we need to go, we're saying, why have it not solved the issues? If you got a mission, someone said they're the greatest author, right? And that's good. That's one part of it. If you say you was you have the greatest mission and you have a nation within a nation, well, what have that nation done, right, for the people? And that's where we're here to just ponder on a couple of things, right? And you can take it from there. First of all, it's only 24 hours in a day, as stated, and we have what we call 8 hours. You see, what we call rest, because we don't sleep, right? And then we're not supposed to sleep. People sleeping like they sleeping like a log, right? But anyway, then you have what they call 8 hours of work. So 8 and 8 is 16. Then you got travel time, and then you have lunch time. So you say 1 hour travel, 1 hour lunch. That's 3 hours. So from that last 8, right, you have 5 hours. Okay, so now you're talking about you coming home in preparation for cooking or greeting and meeting, or visitation, or so the whole day, the structure of the day and the way we living is not proper. And we're going to get into some of those things. And first of all, we're talking about when you leave your foundation. When you leave your foundation, you leave your community. Community means common unity, and the true word is called umat. You see, from the the highest title you can give your mother is or Umi, and that title will always stand because that is the sound of the rotation of the planets. You say those sounds right there is the way the planet works. And when you intune yourself with the planet, you become real. Other than that, you have been kidnapped. And that's the reason for what we call the Sabbath. The Sabbath is so you don't be captured, because you go back to your rituals, right? And the rituals will make you what we call righteous. That's the reason of being righteous. For the rituals that you do, the things that you say, the chants will not allow you to be captive. Now, getting back to the 8 hours, and 8 hours and 8 hours, which is 24 hours in a day, where people work 8 hours a day and they sleep or rest 8 hours a day. Like I said, we're supposed to rest, but people do sleep, so I will mention sleep because people are sleeping. And then they basically have that last 8 hours to do what they need to do. So within that, there is no time. The way they got it structured is that they will exhaust you from all your energies, and then you will be useless. And that's what's going on. Not only useless, but clueless, because you're not living a certain way. The habitat that you live in, the environment that you live in, makes you not live properly. Like we have, I'm just going to name a couple of names, right? Yay or nay. When I say yay or nay, it really don't make a difference. But being that they put out there they're supposed to be public figures, I'm going to just say the name. Yeah, the number one, right, person that stopped the black people, or the people, and call themselves black, is Farrakhan. Now, a lot of people may not like about Farrakhan, but Farrakhan came in and he didn't do a thing. He didn't do a thing but a lot of talk. You know, you can talk about something, but you have to be about what you talk about. And why would you go and send your people out to Africa, right, when Africa is not your backyard? How about dealing with Chicago and the things that's going on in Chicago? And this is to Farrakhan and all the people that basically follow him. You see, because you're following him and he's leading you to destruction. And you say, well, damn, how could you say that about a brother? Well, the name or the word brother is from the word brothel. The word brother is from the word brothel, and also is my broken other, which is a mutation of man. Okay, I say it again. The word brother is from the word brothel. And brothel is not a good character, just as the word adult is from the word adulteress. So there's a lot of words that's being used, a lot of things in the way that we move is not true. It's not going to help us. Like I said, Farrakhan came into the mission to dismantle the powers that was put together by Elijah Muhammad, or Robert Poole, as they would say. Now, Robert Poole went through some schools too that's not being mentioned, and you will see him with a high hat on, or what they call a fez, but we call it a tabush, which is something two different meanings, two different things, and two different directions that it take you, depending on what you call it. But he was also taught by a man, right, from what we call not only Morocco, but what we call Sudan. You see? And this brother from Sudan, right, taught him some things. And he was also taught by the noble Drew Ali. Now, noble Drew Ali, right, spoke about fighting in the battle, and the battle was in the courtroom. But those who say they want to deal with Islam but don't know the language of Islam, don't know the book of Islam, right, which is called the Quran or the Holy Quran, right, and they take that and they use it as a preacher would use it in coming into slavery, in slavery, and now what we call salary, and they changed the name from slavery to salary. And these preachers played games. So this is what he knows. He only knows how to play games with the people. Give an example. You have a federal constitution, you have a state constitution. That should have been known by all the people in that particular environment. As far as Assalamu Alaikum brothers, the bean pie, bow tie wearing brothers should have known the state constitution, whatever state that they was in. That should be the first agenda that I will now let the brothers know. That's your assignment. That's your mission. We're going to override anything else, because the Elohim Society is walking with you as angelic beings and showing you what you need to do to get yourself where you need to be at. So the first thing was Farrakhan, who was a calypso player. You cannot take a calypso player and put him into leadership, because he will lead you into the slaughter of man, and that's what's been happening. Think about the time and the practices that you have done. Just take one aspect of your life that you hold proud to, and you know, you jump up and down when you see these brothers and sisters stepping. Left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. That is a procedure that's supposed to give you accuracy and give you discipline and unity and working together. And that's a thought. That's all it is. Because the true accuracy and working together, right, is basically learning the rules of engagement. Now let me hear you say rules of engagement. Rules of engagement is how to engage with the laws that govern you. Okay? Now, when you in the rules of engagement, you learn those laws, you get into that system, and then you change the system, and then you become the civilizers who make these laws. You become the people that deals with these laws and implement these laws. You become the judges. You see? You become the mayors. You become the senators on all different levels. You will understand the federal law and you will understand the state law. And by way of these laws, then you can counteract and make change. So that's the first thing we're talking about, Farrakhan and his leadership. That's the first one. Why Farrakhan? Because it's been too long that he's been saying, and the reason that I could not say is because I was put on a certain restriction of not to say. So now I'm back. And the name? My name is Mukmeen, which is faith. faith with works, that you're getting a part of these works. Now you can take what I say. How many hours have they stepped over for 40 years? That was the time to learn and to get in the system that is governing us, not only as that particular small nation, but is the whole United States, each state. So we're going to ponder on that for a minute, and we're going to let that go ahead while I'm still embraced with this thing, because technology just take me away. Hold on.